Professional wrestling from head to toe. New stories, independent wrestling, let's go. Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights. Big cats got the scoop, shine the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog fight. Purr Sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside. Uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Purr Sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
Freaking dog.
welcome to another episode of Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Maine of Maine, Big Cat Tyler Adams. And you can catch us live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on YouTube and Twitch, and then as well as Tuesdays, typically around 7:30. We go about an hour because we're all adults and have shit to do. so we can't really do
20s, they can't just game till 4 a.m. and go to sleep on 2 hours of sleep.
Right. Exactly. Of course, I'm here with the Nautical Nightmare, Dale and Nix.
What?
The Nautical.
Try one more time.
Nautical.
Not. Tickle.
Nautical.
There you go.
Whatever. Nightmare, Dale and Nix, the MEW Maine state champion.
It's right there. Actually, it's right behind my head.
It's fine.
Because I got home late and didn't have time to really set everything up, so
it's all good. Yeah, everybody's in training. I was in the middle of building a swing set.
Oh, that's
what I was doing all that. Yeah, it was so much fun. Yeah. And of course, if you can't catch a live show, we are on every audio platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the fun ones. Give us 5 stars if you're there.
5-star frog splash.
And of course, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow Twitch. Did you do anything this weekend?
This last weekend?
Yes.
Yes. Last weekend was WrestleMania weekend. I watched WrestleMania.
That's right. But
I also had
global shows, right?
Yeah. No, that was the weekend before.
Did we talk about that?
No, because I wasn't on the show since then.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been on the show for a while.
Yeah, last weekend was Larry. Actually, it was NAWA down in Skowhegan. Not Skowhegan. Skips down in Buxton. Larry wanted us there for freaking 10 a.m. That means I had to get up at 6 to get there. MPW was the night before. I was at MPW till about midnight. I got home about 12:30-ish and got up and went to a long drive down to Buxton in the morning, and then the show didn't start till 2. And I was like, Larry, I could have got here for noon. Are you serious? But had a fun match. It was me and in his last match ever, I did not know this, Ryan London. He says, okay, so we all know it's professional wrestling. There's no such thing as a last match.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was his last match for now. We took on Teddy Henderson and a new kid. His name, I think he's from Nepla or Chaotic. I can't remember. He's from one of the other schools down there.
Oh, cool.
I want to say it was Nepla. I might be wrong, and please no one hang me if I'm wrong. I forgot to ask him again before I wrote it down in my book. My bad. And his name is Maestro, and he wrestles like honestly WCW the Maestro. It's kind of the same thought process. Maestro Mori, Next Gen Wrestling. Thank you, Joey Nails. He remembers crap better than I do. Probably less CTE.
Way less CTE.
Yeah. I also played hockey when I was a kid, so that does not help.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good kid. Light kid. I threw him around the ring a bunch, and we had a fun little match. We actually used the Steiner Bulldog as our finish.
That's cool.
I looked at Ryan. I was like, "You want to do something stupid?" He's like, "What?" And I looked at Maestro, and I was like, "Maury." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You want to take a Steiner Bulldog?" He's like, "A what?" And I had to explain what a Steiner Bulldog was. He's like, "That sounds fun." I'm like, "Really? It's just a flat face bump. You're just like, literally, it's like up on my shoulders, and you're just gonna take that flat face bump off my shoulders." He's like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." And I think there's video of it. I gotta pull it out and actually get it out because I just been
definitely
lazy. Well, less lazy, more busy as all hell. So
yeah, I definitely hear you. Like I've been starting like a little bit doing some lighthearted shit. Like check this out. I found this on TikTok.
Oh God. And there's where we get our strike. I mean, I'd watch Rhea Ripley all day, to be fair. So
Yeah.
I can't say
Oh,
what.
I'm going to try to avoid the strikes. We'll find out. We'll
no,
find out. That's probably going to be hard.
Oh, hey, JPO Tizzle.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
JP O'Reilly's.
So yeah,
backstage.
that last weekend was that. The weekend before was the 2 global shows. There was the one on Friday, which I took on with Stormy Savage, who turned on me, that freaking fricker.
Speaking of turning, we'll get to you. Fucker.
We'll get to JP in a minute because he's got a story to tell, kids.
I didn't work there.
Yeah. So I took on JP O'Reilly with not JP. God damn it, JP, you messed me up.
I would have remembered that. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? It was Christian and NBK, and then Saturday it was NBK. Not NBK wasn't there, so it was Stormy and Christian with versus Tommy Lane and Roadblock versus me and Cousin Larry.
Oh God.
Oh.
You know what? I'm not sorry.
I took the heat. I just took the heat for the match. The funniest part is pulling back the curtain here a little bit, kids.
Roadblock.
It gets funny. Listen, so we're calling the match.
Before you
Okay.
do that,
Okay,
I just got one question.
What's up?
Did Stupid come out to Chris Benoit's theme again?
No.
Okay,
Because it was my laptop.
I was about to make a really bad joke.
It was my laptop, and if you'd have suggested it, I'd have kicked him. I'd have been like, "Hail to the no, dude! No."
Okay,
But
go with your story.
But Larry's like, he's like, all right. So I gotta go do this thing because he was in another match earlier in the night, he had to call another match.
He was in
He
Maine.
was in 2 matches. He was in our tag match. Yeah, in the Maine. So
he didn't have to call the Maine. It's Larry versus Lee. times 4, number 1,437,000.
I'm not even joking. We said that on commentary.
Yeah, it literally was like probably like what match? Like remember the match?
It was muscle memory at this point.
Let's do this one.
Let's do 700.
Larry looks at me.
It's literally like remember what we called it in Fairfield? Let's just
do that.
run it back.
From 4 years ago.
Yeah, let's just run it back.
No, Larry looks at me. He's like, all right, I don't have time to call this. Just tell me what I'm doing. I'm like, all right. So he literally walks up to us just before we go up for the match. He's like, what am I doing? I was like, I'll just tell you when the hot tag hits what you're doing. He's like, all right. So boom, 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 taking the heat. Finally, I want to say it was Roadblock. I think I hit Roadblock with something. Yeah, he hit me with the shoulder tackle.
Did you hit him hard enough?
And the best, I didn't hit him at all. This is the funniest part. So I roll over and I go for the hot tag Larry, and all he did was Larry's like, I went, Larry, go chop him. He's like, hey. Just Larry, chop, not head knockers. And I hit Stormy with the cutter for the finish.
That's right. You're doing. Are you doing the Randy Orton cutter?
Yeah, I'm doing more of an RKO than a diamond cutter. Just because diamond cutters are fun, but they're a little more complex for the setup, and I don't feel comfortable doing. I feel I could do it, but I think I like being able to snap the cutter out of nowhere. Yeah. So like, when I hit the one on Johnny Pierce, he went for a big boot. I ducked it. I hit him with it. With Stormy, he threw a clothesline. Duck hit it basically. So yeah, you
should try to do a just to get it different. You should try to do like a pop-up cutter, pop them up and catch them when they're coming down.
That'd be kind of cool. I might try something. I'd have to do someone a bit smaller for that though.
I mean, you've been working out a lot lately.
You can do pop-ups with all of them. Like, let Robbie the Giant Arujo give me a pop-up power bomb like 8-9 years ago.
Dude, he's giving me one.
Roadblock. How fuck it up somehow.
I'm just drinking my cider. I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, it's Roadblock.
I got home and I was like, I gotta set everything up. I want a beer.
I don't blame you.
So
speaking of weekends,
JP's ringing over there.
JP's ringing. We had a weekend. You defended your title.
I did.
No,
I did
JP and
I did.
MPW.
It was a mess. There was a lot of
Jason.
There was a lot of accidents in that match.
I was gonna say before we get into it, I heard that he cut his hand open.
Yeah. So right in the open of the match, we were going blow to blow with some Lego bats, and he went to go sell out to the outside, and as he fell out, he turned and didn't realize the barbed wire chair was there. And when he went to go he posted into the barbed wire hand first.
Shit.
I go over to him and I pick him up, and he goes, I fucked my hand up. I'm like, how bad? And he just goes, it's bad. And he had a white shirt on. There was no other markings on this shirt prior to him wrestling. And within 2 minutes of being on the floor, his shirt, like from the like stomach down, was just covered in red.
Did he try to sabu it? Just fucking just wrap it and call it good? He
was trying to hold it while giving me heat. And he's just like the whole time, every time he hits me with something, he's like, fuck. And it's like, oh, it must be that bad. Rolls me back in, and we had a spot where we were supposed to land on the chair. And every time he kept hitting me with something, he goes, JP, I really don't want to land on this chair right now. I really don't want to take this chair right now. Please, let's do something else. And here's just me going, nah, you'll be fine. I got you. I'll take care of you. We're fine. And then we do the spot. It was a fisherman, like
fisherman buster
suplex. Yeah. And we land on, and he goes, oh, thank God. That wasn't bad. And he's like over here trying to just wrap his hand up in something. We didn't have anything really out there, and no one knew what was happening.
The worst part, I can hear that in Jeremy's voice the entire time. Like, oh God, I don't want to do it.
It's the side commentary during the he hits me, and then he goes, oh fuck, it's bad. Oh God, it's bad. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, it's gonna be okay.
Somebody in the back should have been like, somebody grab some fucking wrist tape to
I don't think anybody realized the extremity of it until like eventually stopped bleeding.
Okay.
And on top of all of that, here's me just like pouring out of my forehead. And I realize I'm doing it on the canvas.
Hard way.
And I'm like, I look at Randy, and I'm just like,
sorry. Yeah. You know what? He looked over at me too, and he's like, really, dude, 2 weekends in a row? I was like, I didn't do it this time.
Speaking of that, canvas for, I know we're going all over the place. Canvas for our match, what are we using?
It's probably the same thing.
Yeah,
because I heard
there was a long conversation that I just had today with the three of them, which probably behind closed doors conversation about that.
Fun.
So, for MPW.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, the canvas is between the mist incident, my blood, and the barbed wire on my chair.
I noticed there was some tape on it at the dojo tonight.
Yeah, that was the discussion.
Yeah.
So,
we got to get with whoever, because I heard it was possibly we're going to be using the dojo ring again. So if we are going to use the dojo ring again, we might need to figure out about renting out either Larry's canvas or the canvas from Crown of Maine for the main event.
Larry's the Crown of Maine canvas. The only thing I don't know about it is gets. I don't know if it'll fit that ring. Will it? It might.
I don't know if it's same size, it should be fine. But like that style of canvas is perfect for any hardcore stuff, because me and I did all my hardcore stuff up there, and I was pouring like buckets.
That's what I was saying about the Crown of Maine. It is a vinyl
canvas.
Yeah.
Because peel back the curtain a little bit here. I'm going to just confirm again, just to make sure that we are for blood with color for our match. I just want to make sure that before we go into the match again, and I want to make sure we're not ruining somebody's canvas.
Well, you might want to.
Yeah, we'll probably have to test that through the bosses when we get there and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Well, I'm gonna ask.
I unfortunately made the mistake of going beyond what was asked, and that was my fault. So,
well, we've already been told what we can
watch this again.
Do.
Sorry.
Well, Matt has been told that this is what our limitations are.
Yeah.
So.
When I was told mine was supposed to be like WWE hardcore, like I obviously did not do that, because we both.
Yeah, that's what we were told.
No, you fuckers went ECW.
Yeah,
like,
you went ECW.
You fuckers went Sabu ECW.
Listen, well, yeah, except the Sabu was an accident.
I know. I'm not blaming anyone. It's just
everything else in the match, minus the barbed wire and stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
Totally fine. Like, so, as far as extremities.
Okay, defying instructions. Yeah, that's typically what everybody does. But yeah, I just want to make sure if we're still okay with color, I'm gonna be a little upset if we're not. And B, if we can get either Larry's canvas, rent out Larry's canvas, or the Crown of Maine canvas, just because I don't want to ruin the dojo canvas because of that reason. That's been problems with the mist and blood, and it's easy too because all you have to do is literally for our match have the dojo canvas above the vinyl canvas, and then when our match starts, they just pull the dojo canvas off.
Yeah, when I did my barbed wire massacre match with Mason X, we had Chad Epic brought his own canvas. It was the same size as Larry's canvas for his ring, and we put it underneath Larry's canvas. So then when the match was getting prepped, they pulled the top canvas off, and Chad's was underneath. And we were pouring by the end of it, so like we're all over.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's why I think if we get Larry's older canvas, we'll be okay.
The redacted pro wrestling canvas.
Yeah,
that has Nuka's everything on it. Red face paint.
What I was actually laughing about was I was watching the veteran Jack Fawn, who I absolutely freaking adore. I think he's great, and I'd love to work with him one day. I think that'd be fucking awesome. He did one of these things like, the indie wrestling super package. Come meet, it's like, come meet the name that was Doink the Clown once for 5 minutes at a house show. We'll have you help us with setup and tear down of the ring. Offer a low price of $900, and you can be up close to the blood and poop death match with Professor Blood versus Dr. Poop. And I'm just like, why does that sound like Maine?
Because it is.
Yeah, basically. So try not to get off topic here.
Oh, no, we're already off topic.
I know. After your match,
Jesus Christ,
you fucking decided. When's the last? When did you ever been a bad guy? When's the last time you were a bad guy?
Listen, I've always had a bad attitude all my life, right?
Well, you've masked it for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, when you pretend to be happy-go-lucky for so long, when it gets you nowhere, eventually you just snap.
I'm waiting for Dylan Nix to fucking snap at me. Fucking.
Hey, but one of these days, I'm telling you, at this point, your odds are about 25%.
Yeah, since all my fucking friends are deciding that they just,
all my friends are dead.
Okay, I'm just saying, I got myself a cider in my Reaper Cup, which is cool.
Nice.
I got the MEW Maine State Championship, and I'm in a good spot right now. So
until you turn back on you, buddy. Until you turn your back on him. No, I just a lot of people look at it as as like, oh, yeah, a lot of people were saying I sold out, and first off, who did I sell out to? Because I had nobody behind me in any of that events that occurred. So I don't know if like the crowd just has this automatic like function in their brain where they just start chanting things that don't make any sense as far as you sold out, because I would love to know what I sold out to. If anything, I sold out to myself, I guess. But no,
Gino's says twist his dick.
No, we keep that at Gino's.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a Gino's only. No, I just for years, or I should say my entire career, I've only been known as the hardcore guy that does stupid shit. One of Dylan Nix's famous quotes from years past was, "Oh, JP will do that." is a common like monthly reference about something related to hardcore or deathmatch. So I'd be like, oh, he'll do it. He's dumb enough to do it.
Honestly, my favorite mess with you moment ever was when we were working Los Toxisos at main event, and I literally called you Shine. And you walk in and like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and like I think it was it took her. No, it was Sebi. Sebi looked at you and went, yeah, that, right?
Big cat ain't no fucking clubs.
You know that?
Polish. What?
Polish, front splash, back splash,
cannonball. Yeah.
But y'all suck my dick.
And then if Cat's on the fucking show, it's
no cannonball.
No cannonball. Switching to a drop kick.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've been masking this for a while, doing what I want to do that makes me happy, and it's clearly not good enough for anyone. So I decided to take action. Saw an opportunity, saw our favorite friends, the Pathway. I mean, I still don't give a shit about Pathway, but they decided to take an advantage on a one fragile Eric Johnson, and I decided to intervene in that moment and kind of take the spotlight for myself.
Shoot your shot.
And pretty much took my shot, and then
Swung for the fence.
instinctively, for some dumb reason, because again, I have not shown my true colors in a very long time. I forgot this was a family show, and I proceeded to look at, thankfully, the only part of the crowd that has known me my entire career, and proceed to give some hand gestures to them, not realizing that we're not at Geno's. We're in Skowhegan, and we told them to, expletive yourself. Yeah. And
Well,
he was the third man. That's like you're the NWO.
There are in no ways did I join the fuck the Pathway. Listen, this isn't a I turn into bad person. I turn into good person, whatever. Because if the Pathway was still in the ring after I did what I did, I would have fucked them both up too. I would have fucking taken a kendo stick, shoved it up Lee Miller's ass, and then have Samuel Matthews eat it from the other side. Like, I still would have done it either way. It doesn't matter who would have been in the ring, because I would have made a statement, just like I did on good old Eric Johnson. And
I have no quarrel with you right now, but if you try to fuck with me, I'll fuck you up.
Listen,
anywho,
I go fuck with you unless you fuck with me. Fuck with me or fuck with you. That means you too.
Yeah. Just gotta drink my beer.
Drink my beer and stay out of it.
Yeah, that's right. You keep drinking that beer.
So it reminds me of the Let's show that never fucking aired.
Another beer. Another beer. Not a shot of tequila.
I really want a beer.
Another beer.
I know. What was
another beer?
Margarita.
And a margarita.
Listen, you need to cut the beers, because apparently you forget to how to drive fucking 4-wheelers.
What?
You have too many.
What?
Yeah, and then of course people take advantage of situation and go.
Can I say this? And I think I said this in the chat, and I will 100% say this. Like,
they collide. Hold on. They collide into the barricade, and then she goes, "Oh,
yeah." I would have sold it like a mad fool. I definitely would have sold it like I just got shot. I mean, 100%. But
bro, I would have thrown myself back 3 rows.
I would have back through like.
At least don't wait 15 seconds and then do it. Fucking do it when it happens.
But I'm saying this is what I would have wanted. Like, they would have walked up, like Nick Khan walks up, and he's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm good. I want a smoking skull belt signed by Steve, and I want to meet him."
You're like making a list while he's cutting his promo.
Exactly. Like, oh, shit, is that? I'd be like, "Shit, is that Tony Khan?"
Apparently, that was actually kind of the conversation. There was like, how much money do we need to make sure we don't talk about this?
Right.
Yeah.
How much money do I need to give you? He's like pulling out his wallet.
Smoking skull belt signed by Austin, and get a chance to meet Austin and take a picture with him. I'd have been a happy camper. I could have had a broken leg, and I'd have been a happy camper.
All that too, and then
I guess I got to show this again. If I don't know if I
I'd have been stoked.
I ended up seeing the POV of like the person literally right in front of the happen.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, you found probably the same TikTok. I found it on TikTok.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. So I talked about this. Cool, I'm gonna like that too, because I wanted to talk about this too. I talked about a little bit of this on Monday. Just because it's still WrestleMania was still in my brain. But it was just,
we really never had like a all group discussion about Mania.
Yeah.
No, we can have a little bit of it tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss WrestleMania a bit.
Especially like the roast and shit like that.
My God.
There's a reason why it didn't air.
Yeah,
a lot of reasons why. Thank God.
Sorry.
Yes, it's.
If I look up
I guess I
randomly,
don't
by the
have it
way,
anymore.
my girlfriend's watching Wakanda Forever, and I look up to like the action scenes like every now and then. I just saw like Namor literally punch M'Baku in the chest, and I forgot that scene happened. And M'Baku goes flying across the river, and I was like, "Holy crap! I forgot about that scene."
I'm at some point, probably Sunday, I'm gonna go see the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3. So
Nice.
just watching like
Wait. Did you just say Star Wars Episode 3 20th year anniversary?
Yeah, 20th
Oh.
anniversary, 2025. Yep.
I watched that in theaters when it came out.
So when I was growing up, my dad pirated everything. He was just the master of pirating.
Your dad set sail on the 7 seas, did he?
He goddamn right he did. He was using Pirate Bay like that. Yeah,
That's a joke. That's a joke, Jay Pizzle. That's a joke.
Yeah, I know. But I unfortunately never got to experience. People can say that whatever they want about the prequels, whatever. They're garbage. It's people grew up to it, so like that's what they had. That just like with the originals, some people grew up and through the sequels, unfortunately, and they have to deal with that. So with the prequels, I never got to watch any of them in theaters. I watched them all from home. So to be able to experience the best of the prequel movies in a theater, I need to live that.
So I'm old enough.
Was muted.
I'm old enough.
I was talking. My mic was muted. It was like
I was
talking over me.
I was alive when Return of the Jedi came out. I'm actually old enough for that. I was all of 2 years old though, so I don't remember. I never saw them in theaters.
And Return of the Jedi came out in
83.
83.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Pirate Bay.
I
love it so much that they sent me a nice letter to tell me to stop doing that.
You made it when they tell you to stop doing it.
Yeah, my internet company's like, hey, we know you're doing this. Stop doing it.
We know you're illegally committing a felony.
Verizon's like,
well, I'm not selling it. Like I'm enjoying.
At least
it
you're not selling. You're
I'm
just
not
viewing.
selling it. I'm just enjoying it.
We're kind of going off topic completely now, and that was always my argument with it. I'm like, look, everything I download, like when I downloaded music and stuff from Napster. Yes, I just said Napster. Like
LimeWire.
Show your age.
No, Napster before LimeWire. So, but seriously, when I downloaded music, I always downloaded for myself. I wanted to have CDs, and I want did I play them on the college radio station? Occasionally, it happened, but
I'm admitting this now.
For me, it's like music. It was music and like games a lot of times too. I would download.
That's
stuff,
what my dad did when I was a kid. It was games.
Yeah, it was always for me. I was like, I ain't selling this shit. I just want to I want to play Doom. God damn it.
I had an ex-girlfriend. Her brother literally had walls of pirated games for his Xbox and shit like that. Yeah.
Oof.
It was like, holy shit. Like, he's like, and they modded their Xbox so that it would read all of it.
I know I had a buddy of mine who took his Wii and put a chip in it and actually could play like all they weren't mods, they were Sims. So he could play he had like Pokemon, like all the red, the blue, the gold, all the Pokemon games and stuff. That was cool.
That is
and
cool.
now in this generation, you can literally do it on your phone.
Yeah,
right.
Or in this generation, you can literally do it on your freaking Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right.
Oh, I've seen an angle that's closer than this.
Oh yeah,
I've seen the one like directly in front of him.
Let me see if I can find
the funniest part is you could tell once he hit, he couldn't get the 4-wheel started again, and that's why he walked back.
Did you see the clip of him trying to go up the ramp initially and missing it?
You mean this one?
No. Oh,
how fucking
oh damn, son!
Right
now.
Misses
misses that.
Yeah, you never know because on camera you just see him just coming up the ramp like as if it was the first time.
Yeah,
no one ever
backs up and fucks up
and then
the
he runs
up.
into the fucking entrance.
Damn, son!
This is somebody who's had a little bit too much or
rehearsal. What do you want from me?
Look how fucking quick they're scrambling.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he just skipped out rehearsal and just like, I'll just fucking do it. And then it's like, oh
no, I think he was drunk.
He probably been drinking since like 4 a.m. Seriously, he's probably like, "I'm Steve Austin. I'm gonna drink a beer. I'm gonna drink another beer. I'm gonna drink more beer."
There is a video.
Here's the best part. Someone probably walked up to him and went, "Hey, Steve, we have this the Real American. I don't want that horse shit. Give me some of my Broken Skull IPA beer." What?
That's
I know that's closer, but there is a video.
I think the POV is either the person next to the lady, or it's the lady.
Yeah. The best part is he's laughing because he's like, "Well, I'll just fuck that up."
he thinks everything's fine. Meanwhile, this lady's like, "I'm gonna fucking sue you."
Yeah, he thinks everything's fine.
And Nick Khan's like, "Calm down, ma'am."
Nick Khan's like, "Oh my god, I gotta pull out the wallet."
Yeah,
he's like,
and you see him just leaning. You see him leaning over the fucking barricade, like, "Listen, what can we do to make this better?" And then, like, he probably watched it back and went, "That son of a bitch."
Skull belt signed, meet and greet with Austin, and a picture.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'd be asking for the stunner. Just
can I take a stunner in the ring?
Can you just bring me into the ring?
I think
Mania?
they might have
I'm a trained professional wrestler.
Roast.
I will take a stunner in the ring from Stone Cold.
Bro, if you can pull up anything from the roast,
I got something from the roast. Here's the shitty thing: I had the whole thing ready to go, never downloaded it, and it's all gone.
Everything's
all
down.
gone.
Yeah, because they are extraditing. Like, everything's getting ripped off the internet from.
They're like, this doesn't exist. And I'll be honest, if you play anything from it, we'll probably get blocked.
Oh yeah, we might.
We'll find
Well,
out.
if you don't show anything, just vocal, like, no.
Well, I got from people actually in the audience is what.
Yeah, those are the people that are getting flubbed.
We'll find out. Worst comes to worst, we have to edit.
Maybe one-liners.
Worst comes to worst, this will be audio only for the audio only listeners. Get to see this because I'll have to cut all this shit out.
You're never gonna.
Live that down.
Did Hannah just yell at you from the other side of the room?
No, she's right here.
Oh, okay. Like,
she said, "I'm never gonna live that down."
Nope.
So that brings me to the first thing. So they decided to do this roast, and I don't understand why they thought this was going to be okay. Like,
why they thought it was going to be it was entertaining, but at the same time,
it's not WWE like,
imagine one of these
friendly
in, like,
at all.
97.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's you have the Tony
the great,
is it Redcliffe? Is it his last name?
Yeah. The goat.
Yeah, the goat. He hosts Kill Tony, so this was basically a Kill Tony.
Literally.
And he has I think the Miz was there, Braun Strowman, Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, Paul Heyman.
Yo guys, breaking news. Aleister Black is back in WWE. And he has his original theme music. I just saw the Facebook.
Fuck Levi.
Alex's World. Aleister Black is back, and he has his old NXT theme back. Here's your new main eventer, Strapper Rock to me. They just must have just popped it up on SmackDown.
Oh my gosh! So I'll have to while I'm explaining this, I'll have to see if I can find some fan footage of it so we can watch it. So again, this is a very adult content leaning roast, and for those who don't know what a roast is, it's supposed to be jokes of the people that's on the panel. It's like
inside jokes. Yeah.
Well, inside jokes, it's not
with culture.
Hateful, but people get upset and everything like that, which is what exactly happened with Paul Heyman and Gabriel Iglesias. Paul Heyman said a bunch of fucking dark shit to everybody on the panel,
and he meant it because of what he said with Pat McAfee show the next day.
Yeah, which is also what I got too as well. So he's saying all this shit. I got exactly what he said to Gabriel. Gabriel's pissed, gets up, cuts it on Paul Heyman, just basically saying nobody cheered for anybody but me when he came out. The clip ends, but there was a continuation of it where Paul tried to talk again, and Gabriel kept on butting in to where Paul just looks at him and goes, "Can I finish, please?" Like, it's just trying to continue the show. But Gabriel Iglesias was extremely pissed. Oh, is that Alexander Lee?
Alexander Lee's in the chat.
Yeah. We got to get
oh
you on the show, buddy.
Oh boy, Dad's in the chat.
We need Dad on the pod.
Yes, we do. We do.
We're
need
working
Dad
on it.
the
We've been
pod.
working on it.
Yeah,
That'd be a fun
awfully
episode.
busy, which is hilarious. He's on now, so we could just fucking throw.
Right? Yeah. He's probably at work, like probably.
Yeah,
working.
yeah, he's just working like it.
That's how to get the pod.
He's
That's
just
how
gonna
the
he's gonna put the camera up right above his station and just continue working while
keep
he's
working. That's probably what the pod's gonna end up being, is him
Yeah,
working while
exactly.
answering questions.
And they're sitting there
Exactly.
stirring crab in a bowl, like, that sucks. I heard that roast mania was a train wreck. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the main event was a train wreck as well, with the fucking roast. It was bad. So,
It was between Heyman and Fluffy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was bad, and then like I said, the main event for fucking 40 for night 2 was fucking a trend.
But but you do realize, like, in a way, why it was the way it was.
because
It was. I mean, it was built. Okay, so
The match was garbage purposely.
I'd have been perfectly fine with the match being the way it was. Travis Scott didn't come out. I wanted Cody to punch him in the face so
The Rock
badly.
should have been
You
there.
should have receded
The
him.
Rock should have come out. Yes.
Okay, we'll come back out to the,
Okay,
we'll come back to this. I
okay,
want to get to
okay.
the fucking roast.
We're going in so many
Yeah, we're
directions.
going in circles.
You
Let's.
and your whole fucking family, right? I mean, you're sitting there just sucking the maggot goo out of Tony's fucking dick, dribbling it all over yourself, and sucking his ass. You can be up here in front of wrestling fans, but you can't sell out the fucking joint unless you're back riding on Tony fucking Hinchcliffe, who back rides on Joe fucking Rogan.
Wow. Yeah.
You can see why they cut this.
An old ECW leather jacket, never coming out of the closet again.
Was
Or
Paul
as they
Heyman
all
pissed?
go on the road together, Tony
Is this a
Hinchcliffe
shoot?
as
Paul Heyman doesn't
Fluffy
give a shit.
and Fluffer.
Really doesn't.
This video has been taken down by.
Yep.
Tonight we have heard stories and told stories about some of the most amazing superstars in this business we call professional wrestling. But out of all
Hey,
the
the actual honest-
Paul,
Hey,
out of
what?
all of Paul,
Hey,
Paul,
I
out of
can tell
everyone you heard
my
tonight,
dick is bigger than yours.
the crowd only cheered and chanted one fucking name.
I wonder how drunk Fluffy was, bro.
Oh, probably very.
Because have you seen his sets?
Yeah, he gets hammered. Yeah.
He gets shit.
They didn't chant anybody else up here tonight but this one fluffy Mexican.
So
Wow.
so yeah. So
This was the next day, right?
this was the next day, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah. And speaking of that, by the way, like there's a video I went around that showed him fucking puking on stage.
Oh,
And he
Fluffy?
just turns to the crowd. Yeah, and he turns to the crowd and goes, "If that goes on YouTube, I'm gonna be pissed." Like,
YouTube 30 seconds later.
Literally
Yeah,
30 seconds later,
exactly.
we uploaded
so this
it.
is Paul Heyman on Pat McAfee's show. This is
We'll talk about
I
it later.
believe. So I think the roast was night 1, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was the end of night 2. Or no, this was 21. Yeah, no, it was night 1 because
Yeah, I think it was the end of night
yeah.
1.
This was probably less than 12 hours after
Yeah.
after it.
So Pat McAfee did his show live at WrestleMania. He had John Cena, and I think he had a few other guests as well.
Yeah.
And he had Paul, and this situation came up about the roast.
God, you'd think of all the. You think the Miz would get pissed at me? No, Miz laughing his ass off. You think Braun Strowman? Literally, Braun Strowman goes up there crying that he's not on WrestleMania, and I tell him straight to his face, he's not on WrestleMania because he sucks. And did he get mad at me? Nope, he's rolling with the punches. You'd think Tony Hinchcliffe would get mad at me because I totally upstaged him on his own show and proved that it should be the Paul Heyman roast of WrestleMania, not the Tony Hinchcliffe roast of WrestleMania. Think he'd get mad at me? No. Who gets mad at me? A professional roaster. A guy that makes his living telling jokes on panels, a guy that makes a living doing roasts is the one guy that gets mad at me. and wants to fight me on
He
stage.
was sitting directly next to me. I mean, it was quite a scene.
And not only is he the one guy that wanted to fight me on the stage, he's the one guy whose ass I guarantee you I could kick.
Oh, hell
Coming
yeah.
from
I didn't know
Paul,
you were
that's
sizing up a
wild.
potential fight out there.
Well, when Fluffy walks in the room, how'd he do anything but size his fat ass
All
up?
right.
Shots fired. Shots
Dude.
fired. So
When are we getting Fluffy versus Heyman? For
Yeah,
WrestleMania?
exactly.
Next WrestleMania.
is this a work? Is this what?
Is this a way? That was
it's
not
next-
a work.
in-
by any
Next
means.
year at Mania, Fluffy versus Heyman.
And credit to Fluffy though, he is not a roast comic. He's just a regular comic. His
Yeah, he's a
content
regular
is a lot of more PG related. Sometimes it goes into PG 13.
Yeah, he
but
can
he
pull
doesn't
out
do roasts for a living, shit
No,
like
no,
that. So
Tony does.
Tony does, which is I think it would have been better if we got Tony. Sorry, no offense to Fluffy, he's not on the panel. Had Burt Kreischer and maybe even like
I think the whole episode should have just been a kill Tony up. Like
Or
honestly,
even that.
then it would have
Yeah.
just been it would have been a normal episode. Heart medication.
heart medication.
Paul.
Fluffy has been on Kill Tony a few times. Oh, he has.
Oh
I
yeah,
did not
that's
know
right.
that.
He has.
I did not know
probably
he's
haven't
actually has
watched
been on
it.
Kill Tony.
Yeah,
I
I
was
haven't
actually
watched
listening.
it,
Speaking of Fluffy, I was actually listening to him on Chris Van Vliet not too long ago. I got to finish up that episode probably tomorrow.
This must have been before
something.
this past weekend.
Yeah, must have been.
Yeah.
Imagine that interview after Mania.
Oh, here we go. Hey, guess what? Thank you, fans of WWE, because you can never find any fucking fan footage for AEW. But I got it right here.
What we got?
Am I about to be?
Theater in a wrestling ring.
Oh.
I am sick and tired of people.
Oh, by the way, this is for Levi. Go fuck yourself, because I was right again.
People that cannot lace my boots in this ring.
God, I'm not really a great wrestler, but holy shit, I can fucking call shit, can I? Fucking call John Cena heel turn, fucking the Paul Heyman turning on turning on everybody, joining with Seth Rollins. It's fucking fire. Just wish I could just wrestle.
Oh boy. Please tell me he comes out of the stage still. Oh.
Oh, you
no,
can see him
fucking
laid down too.
laid down in the smoke. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I miss that guitar riff.
Oh, I
I'm
gotta
gonna have to
mute it
pull
because
the-
fucking
The YouTube version of it
Yeah.
at
Oh,
home after
100%. I'm so happy.
Bro, this makes me so happy. Like, this is the one.
No
man I miss
fucking
watching.
way.
Oh, they did the OG. What? Oh,
Did he cut his hair?
I think it's just slicked back.
it's probably sick, but
Yeah, it's slicked back. It's
Okay.
so long.
I was gonna
It's
say,
like,
holy fuck.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
gosh, I'm so excited. I bet Levi's
Right
gonna
there, you
start
can see
watching WWE now.
Yeah.
dude, he looks jacked too. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he's fucking.
Bro, imagine just bring in Brody. Just bring in.
Imagine having all these fucking talent and you still fuck up and can't run a show,
Yep.
and they all have to go back to WWE because you fuck
To
up
get-
so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give us Brody, give us Buddy. Let Rhea have her husband, please.
Change Buddy's name.
Give Buddy, put Buddy back on WWE so Rhea can have her husband.
Speaking of that, I listened to Jim Cornette today, and somebody threw out a good idea that should have happened. That Brandy should have fucking speared Travis Scott. I think that would have got a big fucking pop.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Or Cutter or
if she
something.
came
Hit
in-
him with a
Yeah, came in and just beat the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Fuck
you, you little man.
Yeah. Still is music. Oh, there you go.
Dude.
Oh,
Miz.
Miz
Miz.
fucking.
Was that Black Mass? I didn't even.
That
I
was
didn't
Black
even know it was
Mass.
Black Mass. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a low black mass.
That was a
though, which
low
sucked.
black. I thought it was a super kick for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, Miz is dead.
As soon as this pod's over, I'm pulling that. Oh,
Aleister Black versus CM Punk. I want to see it.
They're probably going to start off
Oh.
with Miz.
I don't need
probably
to
gonna
get
be
wet this late at night.
This is probably going to be a feud for a little bit, and I'm okay with it because Miz is actually very underrated in my opinion. Let him run. Of
let it
course,
go.
Alistair's going to take the feud.
Levi's mom was in the chat. I
Yeah,
can't believe you
Levi's
said that.
losing his
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
mind. I bet.
And and then have him go up to like
Levi's mom.
what's the next
He's
big
like,
what's the next big
Fuck, I
one?
gotta watch
What's the next
WWE.
big four?
I think it's is it
SummerSlam, right?
SummerSlam? Yeah.
No,
SummerSlam,
backlash.
Backlash. That's right.
Big four.
Oh, I thought you said
Backlash.
first
JP,
one.
your camera
Yeah.
sucks. Just let you know.
But yeah, no. So yeah, have Alistair just work his way up until SummerSlam and then take out something big. Maybe take the IC title. So
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
am I alive?
we're gonna get more into Raw because I don't know.
Speaking of titles, did you guys see Zelina Vega just beat Chelsea Green for the US title?
Oh, nice.
Selena Vega got the
Zelina Vega,
title.
yeah. Who just freaking re-debuted?
And this makes sense now. Okay, yeah. See, if Zelina can get her husband back on the same, page, why give us Buddy and Rhea back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to
Put all
see it.
the wrestling husbands and wives together.
Oh, bye, Big Cat.
Well, now it's the Dylan X and O'Reilly show.
So
Go
Big
fuck this
Cat
up.
apparently said, "Screw this place, I'm out," and
Yeah.
took off. So
You didn't like what I had to say,
Yeah, it's all
or
right.
I sent a hitman to his house.
No. Samuel Matthews already did that once. He was the hitman, but it happened
do it twice. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's crazy what we're seeing. So WWE's how do I describe it? It's the product is still slightly lacking. Like it's not Attitude Era great. It probably never will be again, to be fair.
Right. And it's also
exactly.
it's like the same, like you think of Ruthless Aggression. It's
Yeah.
it's
right around that level, yeah. And it's still
What the fuck
good,
happened
don't get me
there?
wrong.
Just
But,
disappeared for a minute.
There's moments, there's spurts, there's
there's those big holy
points.
shit moments.
But Triple H does such a good job at giving the fans them when they least expect it, and giving them to them not too much.
Yeah,
the Attitude Era was just like every week was just some crazy shit going on.
That's AEW's problem too, and
Yeah,
AEW's
every
like,
week.
here, big shit. No, let it settle. Have the big moment. Have the big
return, debut, fire. Shit.
Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan debuted on the same freaking show. Same show.
Yeah.
Why?
Please. Anyway, sorry.
But no, seriously, you have these guys come out and it's just that. Let things breathe. Debut Daniel Bryan one.
Yeah, why did you have to do Adam Cole and then Daniel Bryan?
Literally, it was actually the other way around. It was D. Bryan, then Adam Cole, literally within a freaking half hour of each other. I'm like, come on.
Because they have the indies mindset. That's the problem. They still have that indie fucking mindset.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they took somebody's fucking advice and they started doing smaller venues. So at least
that's called money. That's called Tony Khan's dad looked at him and went, son,
you need to stop booking stadiums.
Stop booking stadiums. I'm not paying for them anymore.
Go find an amphitheater, for Christ's sake.
And it's actually smart. If Tony's, I've said this a million times. I would rather go to a place. Say it's a 400-seat arena. We'll just say 400 seats, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the 400-seat arena and fill that place with a hot crowd than go to a 10,000-seat arena and get 400 people.
Right.
And then it looks.
Imagine AEW in the main savings amphitheater.
That's what I'm saying. Places like that is what they should be booking.
Wild.
Actually, I think Limitless would book more people. But
I was gonna say, Randy, why haven't you talked to Alex Gray about that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
But no, so you're fine, dog.
Limitless, right in the pit.
Yeah.
So besides the terrible fucking main event for night 2, this is my personal opinion. I think it was a big flop.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
I don't think it. I think that's the excuse now because it's so shit.
It
they're
makes sense though.
Yeah,
So-
that's what they're saying because it was so terrible.
Did you
So
see
they-
Rick?
They're masking that.
Yeah. Sorry. Ric Flair said the best match of the two nights was Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. And I went, Rick, are you
Obviously.
feeling
Yeah,
okay?
because his daughter was in it.
Yeah,
I know, but still, if I'm gonna take the best match of the 2 nights, I would say
That's a hard one because I got
no. Actually, the one I enjoyed the most and I had the most fun watching was literally the girls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Io,
Literally,
Bianca, and,
the three-way,
the three-way for night two.
Yeah, that was banging.
fucking amazing.
So, night one main event.
And
then night one main event was
to answer your question, Alexander Lee. Yes, that was the main event.
Goddamn right it was.
Yeah.
But no, the girls' match was fantastic. I watched that and I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And that whole thing where Bianca gets her the KOD, and all of a sudden you look up and there's freaking Io in the middle of a moonsault, and you're just like,
the perfect
shit.
cutaway.
Yeah.
Somebody was watching some fucking Jeff Hardy versus Triple H versus Edge matches there.
Yeah. And Triple H just probably all right, you're gonna watch this match, and find some cool shit.
No, it was fucking great. Yeah, and then night one, I'm biased with the main event. The main event was great, but I'm just trying to think of another match for night one that was really good. Really?
Yeah, dude, it was late, and
you also
tired.
came back from a show. I was gonna say,
yeah. I got back from the show. We're sitting on the couch. I'm like 3 beers in. I'm like, this is great. And it got to about middle of the match, and I started doing the dose thing where my eyes would shut for a second. I wake back up. I'm like, I'm good. And so I dozed off. I saw the end and everything.
Besides the main, I can't think of.
Yeah, I can't think of
the same level.
All right, hold on.
Just because the callbacks for the main event were so great. You had obviously the finish with the chair, which gets switched to Seth. But
there was more fuckery in that main than there was or should have been in the night 2 main, where you had Mania last year, where you had 4 interruptions during the match, and then
but one of them was
to the 2 people that are in it.
Okay, so I am going to throw this out there. One of the matches that was on night 1 was the War Raiders versus New Day for the tag titles.
That was okay.
Yeah. That was an okay match. My problem was the SmackDown tag titles were also supposed to be on night 2.
Isn't that the main tonight?
That's the main tonight, but we could have had the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits versus freaking who's the other team? Really quick, I can't think of them.
Pretty Deadly.
It might be Pretty Deadly versus Pretty Deadly. I don't think it's Pretty Deadly. It's another tag team. It's another really good tag team. But we could have this triple threat TLC match.
At
Mania. At Mania.
The place where it started.
Yes. And I'm like, why didn't you give us that? Jey Uso versus Gunther was kind of
I just thought of another one that was actually really good. Ray Phoenix versus Chad Gable.
That was
Ray
pretty
Phoenix
good.
versus Chad was
a very damn good match.
Americano.
Like I said,
Americano, yeah.
I hadn't watched any of Ray Phoenix or Penta in AEW, and I'm watching them now on Raw and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, these guys are actually not bad. And I think what it is too is with being on Raw and SmackDown, there's agents booking them, going, "Don't do that stupid shit. Don't do that stupid shit. Don't do that stupid shit."
You're telling them, hey, all that dumb shit you did in AEW, stop it.
that 4th level you went to, you don't need that here. Stay at 3. Stay at 3.
Do you want to see a good match though? Penta versus Rey Mysterio at Lucha Underground.
I bet
that was a fucking good match. That was a banger.
So Jade Cargill versus Naomi was night 1.
I
also
really didn't give a shit about that one, but I heard it was good.
Jacob Fatu versus Jacob. Yeah,
fun.
Jacob Fatu beat LA Knight.
That was okay. That was okay.
Here's the whole. Okay, hold on. Here's
the 4-way.
Ooh,
Intercontinental title. The 4-way. Not on night 1.
That was night 2.
That was night 2.
Yeah. So night 1. Okay, so night 1 was the World Heavyweight Championship. That was Jey Uso defeated Gunther. The World Tag Team Championship. That was New Day defeated War Raiders. Jade Cargill defeated Naomi. The United States Championship was Jacob Fatu versus defeated LA Knight.
That was okay.
El Grande Americano defeated Ray Phoenix.
That was damn good.
Tiffany Stratton defeated Charlotte Flair.
That was okay, man.
It was okay. The entrances were better than the match.
Seth, Roman, and CM Punk. Seth winning that one. So that was the main event.
That was a fucking I was trying to say the callbacks for that match. Not only the chair, but the trying to do the Shield spot powerbomb.
Yeah.
So then Roman just fucking cuts him, him off right there. He goes, "Fuck you!
Man.
I'm doing it myself."
Fuck you.
And then of course, getting the old fans fucking teary eye with the this fire playing.
Bro, I fucking bawled silently sitting in this chair.
I was fine. I was 100% fine.
No, you were. Don't lie to me.
it was like this is awesome. Like this is a good feeling.
As soon as I heard the chorus, I was like, I might
have shed tears when I saw the fans in the arena.
Yeah,
that video of them singing to it.
I
like
was
the whole
weeping,
arena,
bro. And like Hannah sitting next to me, she doesn't have any fucking clue what's going on. And I'm just sitting here like, my childhood was just like being formed in front of me. I was like, Jesus Christ!
It's like I sent it to the group chat. Like it's like old new WWE fans. Like, why the fuck are you crying, dude? And
why the fuck are you crying so loudly? And it's like me.
Even through the I think I have it right here. Hold on. I'm trying to find
don't make me cry again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll make you cry.
God, fuck you. You're an asshole. I thought I was the heel now.
I think it was 50. I thought I had it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check my other downloads.
Well,
let me go
to night 2 then.
Go for
it.
Go for it.
Night 2. Randy Orton versus to be announced. Of course, we all found out that was Joe Henry.
Bro,
I gotta say, okay, I popped huge for it. I've had some people say,
"Sorry, go for it."
It's all right. Let me finish the thought, and you can play that. I've had some people say they're like, they wasted Joe Henry, or like, they did this with the TNA World Champion. I'm like, okay, hold on. The TNA World Champion just got to walk out on WrestleMania Night 2 and take on Randy Orton. It wasn't a squash. He got offense in. He got good offense in and lost to Randy freaking Orton.
He got his gimmick over, like in the match.
Alexander Leo's nude, covered in pudding, jumped.
Pudding you know what? I'm not surprised by that at all.
I can see it. I can see it. But no, he got his gimmick over, and everyone's like, "Well, Orton kind of buried the gimmick." No, he didn't. Orton was having fun with it. You could tell.
Fucking Orton did it. Yeah,
Orton did the fucking pose at the end, bro.
I was more upset that the match was very short. That was my opinion.
But I think it's because
could have done a little longer.
They knew what they had to do for it, and they're like, "We gotta just get it over with."
The minute his music hit, the entire crowd was like, "Holy shit!"
Bro. I sat here and I was like, "There's no fucking way they're doing this right now."
Yeah.
I also forgot that he was TNA World Champion, so when I saw the belt, I went, "Oh, this makes perfect sense," because it wouldn't have been anybody else.
Yeah,
like if the championship was on somebody else, it probably still would not have been them.
No,
like at all.
I love it too. I text like, Levi's gonna be pissed, and then the response was, "It's fucking Joe Hendry, isn't it?" Because he wasn't. He was busy. He wasn't able to watch Mania at that point.
Imagine if it was Nick Nemeth.
Yeah,
but it was like, imagine like Dolph theme. Yeah, like
that would have been
reaction. Same reaction would have happened.
That would have been cool. I'd like to see. Speaking of the guys like that, I know he's really shit in fucking AEW. Because he's, has his own ideas, but I'd love to see John Moxley back in WWE, where he has somebody that's actually
with him being where he is on a pedestal,
yeah,
like in the company. That's I feel like that's where he's gonna.
Or MJF finally realizes that, hey, maybe my stock is not really as great staying.
That's gonna happen sooner than later, I think,
bro. If that doesn't happen between now and next Mania, it'll happen at Mania.
That would be amazing for next Mania. We get Cena versus Cody again.
We won't, because Cena's done at the end of the year.
Yeah,
or
Cena's gonna drop the belt to someone. So.
I mean,
the question is who?
You guys do remember that there was supposed to be once in a lifetime we get Cena versus Rock, and they were already planning for Cena versus Rock WrestleMania 2. You do realize that, right?
It never happened.
No, it happened.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
It's
like, they did 2 nights.
The second one,
let's be honest. There's probably going to be Cena is probably going to drop the title again at WrestleMania 42.
Yeah. So okay. So we got that. We got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Yeah.
AJ.
Logan Paul.
I was concerned about him in that match. Like, he looked very sluggish.
He's
almost 50.
I understand
years old,
that.
dude.
I understand that, but if you're 48 years old, maybe you shouldn't be doing that shit anymore.
But this is AJ Styles we're talking about. He's going to,
He can't get ready to fly anymore. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
But I mean, I'm saying, like, this is WrestleMania and your shit looks sloppy. Like if you're struggling to do your shit, maybe you should try to change some shit around where you could still do it, but have it so that you're not fucking up. And then again, it's also probably Logan, so Logan probably fucks some shit up.
More inexperience mixed with over experience.
More than likely, too, AJ was trying to keep his stuff. I think watching it, if really thinking about it, I think he was slowing his stuff down. And so basically, I guarantee AJ can still go into the gear he wants to. I don't think he'd work if he couldn't, but I think he was slowing his stuff down so to make sure that Logan could keep up. Like,
you'll have to think how many times
why
he
it
get
was
injured
so
in the
sluggish,
last
maybe that.
year.
Yeah.
How long has he been out for the last year due to multiple injuries? Not just one.
It could be
It's
that.
more than one.
But so that maybe that's why it looks sluggish, because he was trying to slow down for Logan.
Yeah.
And not,
I think that was it, honestly.
Meanwhile, Logan's just like fucking doing it.
Cocaine.
Oh, he's gonna make you cry first. They're like, you can hear it in their voice.
Yeah.
They should have just let him come out to it. They should have restarted it.
I think because he wanted to have Living Color there.
Yeah, they did
think
Living
that's
Color
why.
live. Yeah, if they didn't do Living Color live, I think you imagine if it just like the song faded and then it just restarted like in full. Like, would have been. I probably would have like screamed.
I'm gonna be a bad metalhead, and I didn't recognize the homeboy from Slayer at first.
Me neither. And then even if with the quality of the sound, I was like, okay, what is happening?
I'm looking at it. I'm like,
Slayer isn't that
Slayer,
terrible.
right? Yeah, I was gonna say I know they're better than this,
but it sounded like somebody was just pulling the end of a balloon.
Yeah.
For like.
And speaking of that, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, the Sin City Street fight.
That was a good match.
Right.
That was
really good.
pretty good. Yeah.
For not being able to fucking see, he did pretty damn good.
Yeah. The Intercontinental Championship 4-way: Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Finn Balor. The crowd turned Dom face.
Turned him face.
They turned him face.
Like, imagine having somebody
and then
English.
Monday night he walks out in Eddie's old theme. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he walked out to Eddie Guerrero's theme song. Not I Lie, Cheated, Steal. It's the original one. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Can you pull this up somewhere? Because I watched Raw.
I watched Raw too, and I must have missed it.
Yeah. So
am I thinking of the same one that?
So I'm bad. I'm thinking of the Eddie theme.
I Lie, I Cheat, I Steal. That one. No, the original one that he came like when he left.
I was thinking of
WCW, I believe.
I was thinking of like Prime, like Lie, Cheat, and Steal.
Yeah, no. It was let's see. Eddie.
This microphone smells funny.
Eddie Guerrero theme. We're not only gonna be able to play a few minutes.
Been out of weird
it,
places.
It has, because you know where I got it from. Oh wait, wrong side.
Yeah, I know. I pointed this way. I was like, no, that way.
There you go. Yeah. So. Hold on, refresh. Allow.
No, cat's breaking shit again.
Yeah, I'm breaking shit.
I'm just gonna do this really loud.
Oh, ads. Oh my fucking word! I just did this.
Ad blocked. No, that's his theme, dude.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure
that's his theme.
Bro, that's his theme.
That's his theme.
I
it actually says his name in it.
Okay, and I was wrong then. I could have
kind of a Mandela effect were you having, buddy?
I could have sworn that that was Eddie's theme because somebody played. Well, maybe somebody was. Just
I think it's sampled after Eddie's theme. Listening to it, it does sound
like
the
instrumental is sampled, but it's all. You're. Damn, Alexander Lee calling you out.
Wow.
Shit.
No, Vita La Razza. I want the fuck.
La Viva La Raza. How much more fucking white?
Isn't that like the song by Coldplay?
Yeah.
You want? Maybe
No, that's
maybe I got
Vita La Vida.
Is that Living La Vida Loca?
No.
Is that it? No.
No,
Okay.
Viva La Vida.
Oh, okay. Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas.
maybe I got played.
La Vida Loca. Eric Johnson's favorite song to sing.
Yeah. Anywho,
Yeah. Sorry.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back to WrestleMania. All right. So we had the tag team championship, the women's tag team championship. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyrie, and to be determined. Can I say that Bailey got freaking screwed? Seriously.
Can we talk about the post WrestleMania interviews?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But I'm just saying it was Becky Lynch. If y'all didn't know at this point,
yeah.
But Bailey should have been in this match.
Why did they? I don't understand why they.
The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
I think I shit myself. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. I think so WWE sometimes has the same issue of certain other companies that we know of. I won't go into it, but I've seen them do. I've seen them do it a few times where they're like, "Oh, this is shiny. Let's get the shiny thing." No, the person who's worked their ass off to get it, give it to them, please. You know, I get where you want to give like the shiny thing to like WrestleMania, but it's like, you know, come on.
Yeah, and I have to try and lift some of those at some point, and I don't.
You're gonna give yourself. You're gonna herniate yourself.
I'm gonna herniate myself just trying to lift his titties out.
Yeah, well, you have fun with that. So,
fat piece of shit. I'm sorry. What?
he gonna beat you to death.
Mm-hmm.
So is that all WrestleMania night 2?
No. We got the women's triple threat match, which we talked about. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
That was a fucking banger.
And of course, Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
John Cena.
That was a.
You think you're pretty good, John Cena?
The Rock should have 100. Here's the thing that bothers me, and other people have laid this out too. Why the fuck do you insert yourself into a storyline and not be there to finish it?
Because he's John Cena.
Did you see the thing he left on the Broken Skull or not? Broken Radio, whatever
Dave, I think his name went off on him about it.
Yeah, and then he left a comment on that shit.
Yeah. But no, everybody's pissed, and that's why I'm saying that's the new narrative now. It's like, it was supposed to be a bad fucking match. No, it wasn't. The match was.
I don't know.
It was a pretty bad call on the Rock's end to not be there for the finish.
Because I think everyone expected it, so they were just like, "Nah, fuck you. Why do we want to give?" They didn't want to give the fans what they wanted because they gave the fans everything they didn't expect the year before.
Yeah,
and they ended the night terribly. A lot of fucking And I said this before.
Imagine paying $30,000
for that. No, well, not only that. Imagine it's still one night, and they cut fucking the triple threat instead for this match. How fucking pissed would you have been?
But they also did it by
the
format because
at Maine.
The format of Mania has been the same for the last couple of years. They flip flop the open, so like you had men's world championship night 1, women's world championship night 2. Last year they opened with the women's night 1, and then they opened with the men's world championship night 2. They like have a format in which they do it, but they flip flop it every year so that every equal rights, you know.
Yeah, like I don't give a shit about that.
And it doesn't matter what the match is because they'll do it that same format, but it could still be garbage. So because those matches were really good, they make the main event look like shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think
like last year, Mania was the best Mania ever. This year, garbage.
I think that maybe what it was that night 2 that the girls did such a great job that it was harder for everybody to follow that.
They didn't want to bother trying. They were like, we've already built our graves.
Yeah,
might as well explain it.
But yeah, it's just like that. Just Maine just bothered me, that and the false. Like, I'm not a fan of multiple false finishes. Like,
Especially
I understand
when you do
I
four in a
understand
fucking row.
I understand false finishes, like that helps build up the match, for the babyface to go over. However, my false finish is like the catnap or the Samoan driver, the modified.
My false finish is the double underhook DDT.
Right. Sometimes people don't kick out of it. A lot of times they do, but however, that's a big spot. They're doing their main finish, the AA or the Crossroads. Like, I can understand kicking out once.
Did you notice?
Cody kicked out 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
One of them was a second rope AA.
Yeah, a super AA.
Yeah.
But did you notice that Cody didn't do the Crossroads the way that he did it in both night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania 40, where he did them back to back to back? Not once did he ever do that with Cena at all. He only just hit it once, went for a pin kick out, went for it once, kick it. He never did it like the Three Amigos. And I wish you would. You talk all this shit over here, and yet
there we go.
You do nothing about it. Fucking do something about it.
You'll be my boss.
You know what? I'll come down to Benjamin's right now. I know where you are on my front door.
Yeah, and I hated that with the Crossroads, doing them 3 in a row. I fucking hate that. Fucking hate that. It's like,
so that's my thing with finishers. If it's a finisher, one should be it.
Right? I'm okay with 1 kick out because it's WrestleMania. It's like,
it's Mania.
It's okay. But 4?
Yeah,
literally 4.
Motherfucker, I will come down there. I'm only 10 minutes down the road. I will come down there.
It just wasn't a good main. But what helped with the night though was we got this Killing Kross promo,
bro.
That he
the Killer Kross promo. Killer Kross. That was Killer Kross, not Carrion.
Dylan Nix. I didn't realize that Sam was our special guest on the podcast.
I didn't realize it was that twisted that over. You can see her. She's probably gonna yell at me for that one.
So I'm pretty sure most of this was a shoot.
She's giving you a look like, what the fuck? Sorry.
But sometimes you get
this guy.
I'll make you some chicken.
All right, I'm going to take the podcast on the road, boys.
There we go.
Yeah. So I'm thinking most of this was a shoot, but sometimes
About
you shoot a shot.
how awesome it is that Logan Paul just won. And let's talk about, Sam, let's talk about what Logan Paul represents. The shortcut. Feels so good to be here. Feels so good to be in the business. Thinking about all of the funerals that I wasn't able to attend for the last 11 years in this business, all of the holidays I missed. I could have just started a YouTube channel, could have just jumped in there with AJ Styles. Feels really good, right? It's awesome. It's really good.
Do you guys know we have 25 years combined experience, and what are we doing on Mania?
Well, they know because they're normal human beings, and they actually love professional wrestling. But apparently that doesn't mean shit anymore. That doesn't mean shit. All I asked Alan to do was for once to not think about just himself. Think about everybody in the back and think about the professional wrestling fans. That's all I wanted him to do. Sometimes to do the right thing, you have to do the wrong thing. But he's a narcissist, and he had to do it his way. Hey, Alan, how many more WrestleManias do you have in your system?
Okay, before we continue this, I'm sorry, but I literally was just going to say, yeah, okay, Benji's, if the owner fucking approves it, sure. And literally the next comment was, Willie just said you guys can host it here for the next week.
Bro,
I'll fucking do it.
I will come down and do the
podcast
at Benji's.
Dude, I want to go to fucking Benji's on Friday.
Sit there and do the podcast, taking shots. Oh my god!
And Dylan Nix isn't here any of this, but yeah, 100%. You want? Fuck it, we'll
bro. We got set it up, buddy.
I get the cam. The only thing is you have to bring.
I'll bring this mic so that
that's the only thing is like there's multiple mics if I can figure that out, the setup for that.
Well, I mean, this is as portable can go. So I
mean mine is too, but I'm just saying for fucking setup wise, you don't want a cross feed. That's the only.
I'll cross your feed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, damn right you will.
I'm turning into Alexander Lee.
But if we have a legit approval of it, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, if there's an official approval, we'll hatch down the details here.
Yeah,
after the show.
definitely. And yeah, that'll be
Purr
fun as
Sessions
fuck.
coming to Benjamin's Pub next Friday.
The only shitty thing is it's probably not going to be a great listen to podcast because either
No,
we're going to be
it's
really
not.
drunk as fuck or it's going to be loud as fuck.
No,
and
it's
you're
good.
not
That
gonna
means
hear.
it means us. It'd be the greatest podcast.
Legit approval while I was standing right next to me. Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, Purr Sessions coming to Benjamin's Pub next
We'll have
Friday.
to confirm it on Friday just to see because we could do it because just all you have to do is bring my laptop. I'll bring.
Do you want me
I'll
to bring?
probably-
Do you want me to bring this one?
Yeah, bring
Okay.
mine.
I'll bring this.
I'll
mic.
bring a tripod. Well, it's only gonna be one setup camera.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can bring this shit monitor, and at least
Yeah.
I'll have 2 screens, and then
Fuck it.
oh no, I can't. I would
We'll
have
set
to bring
you
my
guys
good
up.
monitor.
We'll set you guys upstairs and have like food and show.
We'll have to talk about details and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
afterwards.
Let's talk about details after the show. I'll text him. I'll message him, or you can message him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that'd be fun as fuck having a live podcast of the
Breaking news.
breaking
Purr
news.
Sessions coming to Benjamin's next.
Then we
Friday.
can get all the fucking dojo guys. Whoever wants to jump on, we get.
Yeah, I was
Rain
gonna say
Carver.
we can just have special guests line right up from the dojo
Yeah.
class and just come in and just start answering questions. Dylan Nix has no idea what's happening.
No idea.
right now.
No idea what's happening.
Sorry. I had to.
So
Take care of
Alexander
something.
Lees just said that from the owner, we have approval if we wanted to do the podcast live at Benji's.
Oh shit!
Next
That'd be
week.
fun.
We're going Benjamin's Pub next Friday.
You
to
wanna
the
do that?
podcast.
I don't know what I'm doing next Friday.
I don't know what I'm doing next Friday either.
I think it's open. It's a May. Is it May? Are you on the NAWA?
Yeah,
shows?
I'm on that show. So
Oh,
Fridays-
it's May 9th.
no, May
no.
3rd is the
That's a
show.
Saturday.
Oh, then May.
Yeah.
It'll be May 2nd. Is the Friday show? It would be
yeah,
the Friday
I mean,
podcast.
I'm
yeah,
open.
we could, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
we can. Let's come back to this because I wouldn't
All
mind
right.
doing this.
Yeah, let's swing back around to this. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll shit on you
Continue on.
guys live. Yeah,
That's fine.
That's gonna be just fucking Alexander Lee in the background. We're just trying to cover shit, and he's just like,
Just
And
"Fuck
yelling,
you guys,
yelling.
He will
Yeah,
fuck
just
with us the
screaming.
entire podcast while we're trying to be serious.
I'll be right back, guys. So
all right, finishing this promo.
Probably, I don't know, one. Maybe this is the last one. And you just pissed that away. For what? For what? For your way?
what?
Thanks a lot, bud. I really appreciate it. You want to know what the best advice I ever got? It was from Bill Goldberg. 2021, back when I was in the Twilight Zone, you know what I mean? I'm wrestling for gasoline. It was awesome. Let me tell you all about it. Bill goes, hey, Kross, you know what? You remind me a lot of me. I go, I think we have different styles, Bill, but I really appreciate that. You have any advice for me? He goes, you know what? You just got to be a good soldier. A good soldier is what he said. So I decided to be a good soldier. You know what happened? They released me. And then I come back. You know what being a good soldier gets you, everybody here? Just so in case you're wondering, you want the back scoop here. Being a good soldier gets your times cut. Being a good soldier means that people come up to you and say, hey, you got any great ideas? Yeah, here it is from Scarlet. No. That's a little too great. We're looking just for good ideas. That's for those guys over there. That's what being a good soldier is, okay? Being a good soldier is coming to your hometown where you cut your teeth, where you got started, and not being on the card. It's all about viral moments now. That's what it's all about. Viral moments. Well, Guy, everybody's been telling me that I got to become undeniable. And as soon as it happens, they ignore it and they shut it down. I never asked to wrestle Randy. I never asked. That happened organically, and you ignored it for a viral moment. And good on Joe. Nothing against him. But you ignored it. And the crowd told you exactly how they felt about me on SmackDown when I was eliminated. And you ignored it. Become undeniable. My ass. My ass. You want a viral moment? On behalf of all of the true fans of professional wrestling, guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. That's from Killer Kross. No. Fuck it.
Yeah, that
Was
that's a
he
promo.
referring to Trips?
I think he was.
Imagine your boss being okay with you going on camera and being like, hey, you can tell me to fuck off, like, or go fuck myself. Like, imagine. I feel like Triple H is slowly turning into some Vince mentality here.
Right,
If that was
right.
okay. That's a hard take, but
Yeah, unless he's been released. Yeah, that's true. If he was, if that was a legit shoot, he would have already been gone. Like, if that was the case, maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
but then again, look at all
Paul Heyman said.
Yeah. How did Paul Heyman not get fired for the Fluffy incident?
It's because it's Paul Heyman, and everyone's like, Heyman.
Yeah.
So,
Purr Sessions mascot's coming out, boys.
Yeah.
So let's see. So more of Raw though. So we got that. We got Rusev came back to WWE. Like we were
that's
all
cool.
expecting that because he got signed on April, which we all thought was an April Fool's joke at first.
Yeah.
Right.
So Rusev comes in immediately, bad guy.
I wish he had his music though. It's the only thing I missed.
But Alana with him?
Lana is backstage.
I was gonna say, was she with him or was she backstage? Because I saw them posting pictures.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope. Because aren't they getting a divorce?
No, I think they're still together.
Because I could have sworn they were getting it. Okay.
I think you're thinking of Andrade and Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You guys know me.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Okay, so.
That was way too funny.
I don't know what he was trying there.
Bro, his fucking delts are insane.
Yeah, Homeboy's Jack, definitely.
Yeah.
You would think Tozawa would have learned the first time.
Dude, he did a video with the
Nope.
Nope, caught him. Death. I want to start doing that. He did a video with the chiropractor guy, and you can see how fucking jacked he was. It was like, holy shit.
Poor Otis's shirt was like rocky thing.
Yeah. See, this is the only part that I think was a whoopsie daisy. Because I think he stomped him to try to get Otis up, and Otis is not getting up for him. He's like, okay, fuck it.
Brutal.
Yeah. Otis is losing his hair too, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he always looked like he was losing his hair.
Did you see John Cena and Pat McAfee when he goes, thank you guys for bullying me into getting hair transplant.
Yeah.
The way you said it. Thank you for bullying me into hair transplant.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sessions mascot. He's like
I had Bellatrix out here a minute ago. She took off on me though, so
we had that. We had Becky Lynch fucking turning heel.
Yeah.
What was the point in losing the titles and then gaining them back? I understand the heel turn, but like, why did you have to do with the titles involved?
Yeah.
Are they just trying to get that accolade of X times amount tag team champions under their skin?
I think
accolade.
I think this is more of a Becky's probably moving into more of a part-timer and trying to put talent over.
That could be it.
That's what I think it is.
They could have done something else then. They could have easily done like, Lyra Valkyrie is going to defend her Intercontinental title in an open challenge. And then have Becky come out to answer the open challenge, do the whole like, hey, we're friends, and Becky just gut stomps the crap out of her at the end of the match.
And then we had Cena coming out like first thing of Raw, just showboating that he had the title, and then Randy fucking RKO'd his ass.
Dude, I saw a video. He came out as one of the ring crew, and that's how he got out of the ring.
Oh yeah, you watch him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you watch him like grab the steps, and he's like just looking at it and shit. And then he walks over and he just goes, blip.
Yep. I'm like, how do you not notice a guy who's 6'6", 290 just wandering around?
And I'm pretty sure he was wearing his own hoodie.
Yeah, he was.
This wasn't the same angle, but the other one that I had, it was literally him underneath.
At least we can watch these and not get copyright striked.
Yeah.
Wait, we can? Why?
Because it's not official.
Yeah, we can't. Well, probably still could if they wanted to.
If you
AEW used to do that to me. They used to flag it even if it was my footage. They flagged my footage on Twitter. RKO.
That's ridiculous.
My footage that I'm at the fucking show, they flagged it. I'm like, I'm at the fucking show. It's my shit. I'm like, whatever. Also reminds me that the one of our homeboys from the dojo had a very bad experience at his first fucking AEW event.
Oh yeah, Lee. Yeah.
Okay, gotta go back to
Bye,
work.
Dad.
Bye, Dad. Love you all.
Shout out to Dad for Purr sessions being live at Benjamin's next Friday.
Yeah, I will fucking do it. I'll have to get a hold of Dad and have the manager give him the manager my number so we can talk some shit out.
Yeah. I thought he ran the place.
He's one of the owners.
One of the owners.
I believe that's how it's working. I don't know though. It's a
lot of transaction happening.
Yeah. And a lot of stuff going on. So
a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was it basically for Monday Night Raw. We got a Killing Kross stuff. I think we covered basically everything that I wanted to.
Yeah, and then we just found out Aleister Black returned. I gotta go watch that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I had the story about Dave Meltzer saying,
for those that don't know or who remember John Alba, his favorite wrestling theme was Aleister Black's theme.
Oh, I bet he's a
banger.
The only reason why was he was a good, or I don't know if he still does guitar or not, but when I used to work with John Alba at Channel 7, we had an audio board that in production we had full access to put anything that was an MP3, anything that you could turn into an MP3 on. So we as children abused that gift, and I may have put some wrestling themes on there, and eventually put Aleister Black's on there. And the only way that I knew to feed this man's ego, to hype him up to do a sports cast, was to play the entirety of his song like 5 minutes before he went live. And he would just be out in the studio, just raving and rashing while everyone in the room is just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's the only way I could ever get him to do his job well. And then one time I bet him to make 20 references to wrestling in his like 2-minute newscast or like sportscast, and he managed to kill it like instantly somehow in like a 2-minute span of sportscast. Like just it was like hockey and like one other sport. He managed to do like 20 references, shoot right on the fly.
Nice.
I was like, fuck.
I love how Dad's already putting it in the chat. Like we haven't even confirmed anything or anything like that.
Not even off of this episode. And he's like, all right, we're going to have like
these next week.
We're going to have drinks supplied. We're going to be doing a podcast. Just have a shot.
Well, like I said, I want to have the conversation with the owner before we do anything. Cause I want to make sure we're not going to pay for it. Cause I don't want to say like, oh, you can come. And then we get there and be like, yeah, it's $100 or whatever.
Oh,
for the room or something like that.
The only thing we should be paying for is our drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Per session shots. We got to come up with our own shot.
It would be so fucking shit faced.
I'm telling you, no. Come up with a shot. Think of it. The three of us have to come up
the per session shot
with a either a shot or a liquor of choice, and all three of those get put into a shot glass.
Jesus.
It could be the 3 horsemen instead of the 4 horsemen.
So as well, we had some news about Wardlow. There was a possibility that he had some talks with WWE. I can't really find anything confirming that. I know Levi shared it with the group, but all I can see is from fucking Dave Meltzer, and I don't trust anything he says, especially when he has an article comes out about how shit this indie promotion was at Vegas, and shit's all over it. However, literally the same stuff that he's shitting all over, AEW has done, and he's given 4 or 5 stars. Like they had this match with this Japanese wrestler, I think it was, just came through. He's basically shouldn't be wrestling anymore. Is basically what it was saying, and his last match was kind of However, there has been multiple AEW Japanese stars who came in who shouldn't be wrestling anymore and still put on a match. And Dave Meltzer gave him 5 stars because they, working with the people that he likes to get his knees dirty with.
probably just getting blown by all the Japanese people. That's why he's giving it 5 stars.
Nick, you tired there, buddy?
No, it's just me.
Did you have too much to drink and now you just mellowed out? You ready to fucking take a nap?
I have not had a single fucking.
I'm talking to Nick, not you.
Oh,
You
no,
fuck.
I'm fine, man. I'm sorry. I'm a little. I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. I love it how our views keep on like going from 10 to 2.
I know. I've seen that. I saw like 14.
What the fuck? Like
14, 6, 2, 5, 12, 7, 12. I'm like, okay, let's.
Gotta show a little bit, you know.
Yeah, gotta show.
Don't look at me like that.
Do you want to do? No, you probably don't have it. I was gonna say you want to do a Nix report, but
I've got it.
You don't have. You got it. Oh, look at you.
Do I
Look
want to
at
do it?
you.
No, but I got it.
I just want to hear that sweet, sweet stinger.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Julie, do the thing.
There you
go.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Later, pilot. Show me what you got.
What the hell? You have a vagina.
He needs some milk. Oh my God. What is that?
What? Get out. I'm next report.
Who is the dub? Who's the dub over on the end of that?
Me.
Is that you screaming the Nix report?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right. Quickly going through. I didn't do any math, so the I don't know the full like the breakdown. So basically, AEW from the 23rd, which is a couple days ago. This is Dynamite in the quarter-hour breakdown because oh my god, there's some crap on this show. So we open up with the Death Riders, and that's where I would have turned off the TV. Yeah. Shut up. So Ops, Samoa Joe's on the TV, so maybe I'd have left it on. Ops, Death Riders, Bucks, Okada, Omega, Swerve Strickland live promo. Jesus Christ. Patriarchy promo. What the fuck? And Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe. This is the first quarter hour, and it started at 5:97. It did not get much better. Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe continued through picture-in-picture, and post-match with Kevin Knight. Who the hell is Kevin Knight? Dropped down to 5:40. It actually went up for this next one. FTR, Stokely Hathaway, and the Rock and Roll Express. Was that a match?
Rock and Roll Express?
Like ancient. Yeah. It probably wasn't a match. It was probably
like
a promo.
Harry and or like
Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
On prime time
AEW.
Dynamite.
Yep. And this was the highest rated segment of the night at 560.
Nice legs.
Yeah, thank you. My hips bother me, so I gotta just pop my hip up. 50. So the next segment, 8:45 to 9. This is where you want some strong stuff. They have the Young Bucks, who are Death, versus exactly, versus Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey. And I like Speedball Mike Bailey. And this is 5:05. It goes back up. Bucks versus Knight and Bailey continued. Tony Storm, Queen Aminata promo. MJF Hurt Syndicate live promo. 5:50. That was the third highest segment of the night. And we continue with MJF.
Sure?
I'm sure. Quit playing the fucking soundboard. MJF Hurt Signature.
Notice how the views went down to 1 viewer the moment we started doing the Nix report.
I know.
That's
why I don't like doing it, man. I feel like I kill this. I feel like I kill everything.
Oh, shut
anyway,
the fuck up.
490 for the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th. 464 for 7, which is Ospreay and King versus I want to say
what?
Takeshita. There you go.
Takeshita.
And Josh Alexander. And then we got a post match with Paige, Fletcher, Archer, and Romero. And the main event is Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander, and that's 460. There you go. That was it.
What the views now just slowly coming back?
Probably like, oh, Nix is done talking. Excellent.
Do we have any botches?
I hope we have botches. We haven't done
I
botches.
miss botches.
Yeah, I do too.
You miss botches? Yeah, I know. I've been very behind that. I'm sorry.
What the hell, man? We need some botches.
Dude, I'm so busy.
Can we put our own botches?
Same. My ass. Doing what?
To do my chapters. With what? Work.
Yeah.
Work.
Listen,
it's not important.
It's To him, it is.
I know.
I kind of like having money.
So, yeah. So I was working on some. I was actually doing multiple ones at once. And your lovely, beautiful computer that you let me borrow decided to have an auto update on me. And I left the room for one. This was yesterday. Left the room and I came back and I'm just watching the little fucking loading circle in the middle of the screen. And I go, this isn't just it going to sleep at all, is it? And then as soon as I looked at it, realized that it was auto updating on me and had restarted the entire computer while I had like 3 tabs open of 3 different podcasts.
Oh, you got
that I was just like going through, and they're all gone, and none of it was saved because I was in the edit, and I went,
"Why?
Hey, I'm gonna take a breather for a minute," and I was like, you know what? We'll come back to it.
You play video games. How do you not save often?
Because I don't think you can
save all the time. You literally, I do one and I save it. I do one and I save it.
I didn't know you could do that in the. I thought you had to save.
Yeah, you
like
could save it in the edit.
Close out of the window.
No, you can save it in the edit.
Things JP learned tonight.
This guy's a producer, doesn't know how to fucking use YouTube.
Listen, I haven't been a producer in a while. All right, I've been out of touch with reality for months. Okay,
apparently, because now you fucking turn on Eric
over here.
The
fuck did you just hit? Jesus,
crack.
Yep, crack.
Dylan, if it was crack, no, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be that mean.
Crack is black.
Thank you, Stone Cold.
If it was crack,
you deaf motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways,
if it was crack, I feel like Cat wouldn't have a. Never mind.
I wouldn't be so fat.
Hey, it rhymes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's just.
Yeah, I wouldn't be almost 400 pounds again, which is, I now understand why I was struggling through our match at fucking Crown. So I got 1 month to try to fuck. I mean, you can only do so much with Lee Miller.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got a month to at least get my cardio up for our fucking match. So I've been actually watching a lot of the
I don't think watching things is going to help you this week.
Shut the fuck up. The Sheamus workouts.
Yeah.
And been jotting down a lot of like this, like what the talent do for fucking workouts. Try to help me out.
Congratulations, you're just giving yourself carpal tunnel.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or on stage early arthritis.
Excuse me while I go fucking JP's face. I'll be right back.
It's about a 10-minute drive. It'll be a long fucking.
I'll for it. I'll make that 10 minutes worth it.
You heard it here first, folks. Dylan Nix over here. It's like I'm leaving.
And this is how we get canceled.
I can't wait to type this one up. Big Cat sexually advances on JP.
If you type it up and not fucking keep on
listen, yeah, if I can learn to fucking save it this time.
Oh shit. So yeah, I'm sorry about the bot. I can look up like
no, it's too late now.
I don't
it's okay. I thought you had one. That's why I was just curious.
No, I did. I did ready to go, and then I was like, fuck. I got the footage. I just don't have it put together and stuff like that because we haven't done stuff for so long that I've been saving botches that I see. So I'll probably have a 10 to 12 minute fucking botch reel for us for the next time we fucking watch it.
Hey,
I got so many videos of the fucking botches. So I mean, we're almost 2 hours in. We can call it if you guys want to call it. We did a pretty good night.
Yeah.
So you wanna fucking do your plugs there, Nix?
Sure. You can find me on all social media platforms at DOTD Nix. That's DOTD Nix, NIX, of course. 1X, not 2, thanks to Larry Huntley. Or anyway. I will be God, he keeps going. Like, I don't put 3 X's on it. Like, Jesus Christ, Larry. Find me coming up at the Lakeview Lake something show.
The what?
3rd. I can't remember the actual name of the show. It's NAWA. It's a high school show, and I can't think of the.
Oh, I know what you're talking about because he asked me to make like a collage graphic of wrestlers for it.
Yeah,
I told him I couldn't do that show because I thought my wife was going to be on call, and then come to find out they told her that she's on call this week.
Ah, fun.
So
anyway,
I'll be there on that show.
And then May 16th. I think there's a show a week after. I can't remember all my shows anymore. May 16th.
Are you doing Geno's?
Oh yeah, I'll be doing Geno's. That's May 3rd, May 9th. May 9th, Geno's. I love Geno's.
I have my calendar.
Yep. And then May 16th, there's a show coming up for Limitless. Let's Wrestle. So that'll be fun.
Wait, what is Westbrook Arena?
Oh,
Armor. No. That's the night after. There's another show that
There's two Limitless shows.
Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Let's edit that. I did not say that.
Jeez, you're making two people watching.
Yeah, making you edit.
Westbrook Armory has been fucking has been put out there.
Yeah, no, that one's happening.
Oh no, there's four.
That's fine. Ignore
See, now everyone's jumping in now to hear the.
Yeah, no, it's only 4 people. Like, unless it's Joey Nails, we really don't have anything to fucking worry about.
Yeah. So there's that. Other shows coming up.
Deep Stock Casino. It's true.
Other shows coming up sometime soon. I'm just sorry. I'm so brain dead tonight. It was such a long week at work, and I'm not functioning well right now.
It's all right.
When are you? Sorry.
Wednesdays at 1 p.m.
That's a really random time.
For like
it's like the middle of the day.
Yeah, like for like 30 seconds, I get a real good hot streak going, and that's about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, JP, go for it.
You can find me at JP O'Reilly on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, maybe RedTube if you search far enough. May 9th, we got Geno's in Portland for North Atlantic. We're going to be bringing a good old dick twisting, good old fun fashion out there. It's the only place you can see it. If you know what I mean, you got to be there to know what it means. I have a show May 17th. I will be at New World Wrestling Extreme down in, I think that's the Massachusetts.
I might be at that one too.
So I believe it's either Massachusetts. If it's Massachusetts,
is that the WWE?
Yeah.
I want to try to go to that one too. You fuckers!
That is
the same fucking day as Yarmouth.
It's Woonsocket. It's Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Motherfucker. Yeah, got that one, and then
you might do that one.
The following week, I will be vicious.
My lady.
The following week, I will be viciously plowing my size 13 boot straight into Maine local legends, little tiny asshole Eric Johnson, for the MPW heavyweight title, as it was confirmed after I had laid the. Don't get it twisted. After I laid the kendo across his derriere. Almost would have said laid the pipe, but that would have sounded wrong, so I'm not going to say that. The following week, May 30th, got Ring Wars. I can't say that because the local legend will have a fucking aneurysm. It's the Joey Gleets Memorial Rumble. 35 men, 2 rings, only 1 winner. And if I could ruin Eric Johnson's night the week before, I could probably ruin his entire event the week after. So
maybe not me anymore, but we'll see.
What's that?
I said we're all 3 of us in it. Maybe not me.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are. And guess what? It's a rumble. That means it's any man's game.
My baby, my child is being a cunt and trying to come out early. So we'll see if I can make it to that fucking show or not.
The following day, I will be at Main Event Wrestling in Franklin, Maine. I know Dylan Nix will be there.
MEW. Yes, of course.
I will be in a tag team match with a new friend of mine that I met the last show where I wrestled the Classic Court with a guy by the name of Alan Bano. He's a cool dude. He likes to roll the dice if you catch the drift.
I was talking to him at the show. Real quick to interrupt you, GP. I apologize. I swear I've worked on a show with him somewhere. I know I
think
have.
he was on
not
Supernova.
No, I asked him. He says he's never worked Supernova. But I swear that's where it was. I thought it was Supernova.
Out of there.
What other?
Sorry, I'm having a problem over here.
I don't know, man. So
could have been.
I swear it was Supernova. I could be wrong, but
after that, I know for sure June 7th I will be having an event in Bangor for Main Event Wrestling this following week. It is for the Anna Shriners. It's at the Anna Shriners building.
I will also be at that one.
Beautiful.
I had my tattoo artist actually reach out to me. He's like, "Dude, you gonna be at this one?" And I had to look at Sam and be like, which one's that?" She's
back
like,
to back weekend. I was like, Main Event Wrestling.
That's all right. That's all right. Your champ's gonna show up. So,
and then I just realized, looking at my calendar, that the following week will be June 14th. It'll be the Maine Whoopie Pie Festival.
Oh, Jesus.
The best. The last time I was there, me and Alexander Lee shoved whoopie pies into Samuel Matthews' eyeballs, and I pile drive Lee Miller into the ground.
Yo, that's gonna be a busy month. Damn.
Yep. And then there's another event, but it's not confirmed or dated yet, so I can't say anything about it yet.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking on my.
I'm looking at this. So literally from May 9th until June 14th, I have one wrestling show at minimum every weekend.
Big Cat Tyler Adams on TikTok and Instagram. Tyler Adams on Twitter and Facebook, as well as Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy my shit, especially since I'm gonna have a kid soon. But it probably doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure people have bought my shit, and Pro Wrestling Tees has been like, this never happened. Per session you can find.
No, Pro Wrestling Tees will send you the money. The problem is they'll send you like $5.
I have people told me they've bought my merch, and I have never seen a cent of it from Pro Wrestling Tees.
They're lying.
Not when they're wearing it.
Oh. Then you need to check where Pro Wrestling Tees is sending the money to.
That's a good question. I mean,
there you go. Probably not their fault.
Okay, fuckhead. I'm sorry you're in a shitty mood. You don't have to take it out on me.
I'm not in a shitty mood. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude. Logic.
You literally were just shitting on Pro Wrestling Tees last week, but now I fucking do it, and all of a sudden,
Nix needs to go take a nap.
I'm just fucking helping, man. I'm just saying, fuck Pro Wrestling Tees. I will say it full outright.
Yeah, fuck them. You want to go sell shit and get your money cat? Go to Teespring. That's where I do all my shit.
Maybe.
I haven't done it in a while, but I think somebody had recently bought a shirt, and I forgot that I even had a Teespring. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Maybe I'll look into that.
And you can buy your own samples for a cheap price.
Yeah. Oh, I should look at it. Per sessions on every platform. We are live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, 7:30. We have a mix in between here and there sometimes. Apparently, we might be doing the podcast live next week at Benjamin's.
Benjamin's pub down in downtown Bangor, baby.
There probably won't be a Tuesday. We'll probably just have it all set up for
hungover on Tuesday.
I don't know how that's going to end. That's my only problem.
No, that's the best part is not knowing how it's going to end.
Everybody's crashing at Cat's house because everybody's too fucking drunk to drive.
I'll go crash. My buddy Mark lives close
by.
Me
before.
What? Sleep at his place. Yeah. So.
No, I'll just call Hannah at the end of the podcast and be like, all three of us are drunk. Come pick us up, please.
She'd be like, MPW 24th of May. That's all I have for right now. Other than that, fuck you guys. Let's we'll see you guys.
I'm sorry,
next
you
week.
Want to repeat that list? I couldn't catch all of that.
Oh, you want? Okay, so
May 24th.
May 24th.
Yep.
May 24th.
You got that one?
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say, fucker?
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Just living the gimmick.
Yeah, just living the gimmick. Can't wait to come over to your house and I'm just gonna continuously just fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Per session signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans front, still reaching for the sky. Professional wrestling, we'll never let it go. Big cats in the house, bringing the rumble to the show.